All right, we are live here on YouTube. Welcome everybody to my weekly Sunday live stream here where I go live here on YouTube every Sunday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. Always really look forward to doing these and going to be answering y'all's questions. So feel free to drop it there in the chat box. Really happy with my most recent video that I just posted this past Monday. That went over really well. I wound up coming down with a little bit of a gnarly cold. You can probably hear it in my voice, so hopefully my voice will be able to carry through this whole live stream today. But, that's why I also have not been posting videos as of late as well, because I came down with this pretty gnarly cold. And sorry to my students out there that I had to cancel on. I just was pretty sick. I think I just came down with something on my Milwaukee trip that I was up there playing last weekend, and just didn't really sleep all too well, and it was just pretty chaotic trip. So a lot of fun though. It was a lot of fun, but I think I just was so run down. So got a lot of rest and back at it here. So back here on YouTube, and just really happy with my latest video. That really performed well. I absolutely love that Line 6 HX1. I just think that thing is absolutely amazing, and in my opinion, I think it's one of the best guitar pedals, if not the best guitar pedal that has come out in the past 10 years. Just because it is so versatile, it can do so many different things, and it's just very affordable, it's very easy to use, and you can really integrate it into any kind of a setup, any kind of guitar setup that you're using. You can find a way to use it. I mean, there's so many great effects in it. And it's a very small pedal. I mean, it's just like the size of a normal pedal. So it takes up very little room on any pedal board. And it's just wonderful that you can reprogram it to do whatever the hell you want. I mean, if you need a reverse delay, if you need a dotted eighth delay, or if you need some kind of crazy reverb, or, some kind of rotary or tremolo effect, something like this, it has all of those sounds and more. I mean, it can literally do anything. And a lot of the time as a player, I really only need one specialty effect. And what I mean by specialty effect is maybe it's like a rotary, like I was just saying, or a particular tremolo or a reverse delay, but I just need it for a part in a song. So, a lot of the time I just find myself using one effect at a time, even though I have the M9 where you can use all of these different effects and you can use up to 3 at the same time. Honestly, a lot of the time I just use one throughout a song. So you can program that thing to do whatever you want, and you can scroll through presets and be able to dial up all kinds of different effects. So if you get creative, you can really, get away with just using one at a time, and you can kind of use it like a normal pedal board, like the M9 version, where you have 3 different effects going at the same time, where of course, with this, it's only one effect at a time, but if you bank up and down, you can preset everything up so that if you need more than one effect throughout a song, you can just bank up and down and scroll through the presets. So very easy to use, and I just think it is the best guitar pedal in the past, 10 years for sure. I mean, it's just absolutely incredible. So let's see, we got some comments here. We've got CZ in the house. Hey, CZ, how's it going? Thanks so much for being here as always. Very, very loyal fan and huge supporter. Always really appreciate you being here. Really means a lot to me. And we have Randall in the house. Hey, Randall, how's it going? Let's see. You should do a deep dive on that HX1. Yeah, that would be cool. I could definitely work up something like that. It'd be nice if I had another camera where I could show you guys the pedal and just me scrolling through it and everything. I just have one camera right now. But, I'll try to work something up with that. That would be cool. It's just amazing. Like I've said, I mean, I just think the Line 6 stuff, for the money, I think it is some of the best guitar gear that is available. And really, I'm not a big fan of the modeling stuff on the amplifier side of things, but I feel that with modulations, even with the delays that are in there, the reverbs and stuff, the stuff just sounds so good. It's incredible. I mean, I really feel that the modeling for that stuff is really, really dialed in. It's really good. And that's what I like with the digital stuff, as far as the modeling and like the HX1. I'm just looking at it over there. That's why I keep turning over here. But It's just amazing because you can, again, reprogram it to do whatever you want. And what's cool is that you can use the effects loop like I do, where I put the drive section in the loop of the HX1. So you can position this particular effect anywhere within the chain of your pedal board. So it's just awesome. Instead of having to commit to actual physical pedals and where you place them in the chain and on your pedal board, you can just very easily dial up wherever the hell that you want this effect to be, if you want it pre-drive or post-drive. So that's the way that I like to use it. But I think for the money, it is some of the best gear that you can buy as a guitar player. I mean, the stuff is absolutely amazing, and it just sounds incredible. I mean, I would say, like, as far as the delays, there's nothing like playing a real Memory Man, because you get like the actual preamp and just the color of that preamp. That's very hard to emulate. So that's one example that just comes to mind off the top of my head, that the modeling just doesn't come close to on that. But if you just need a straight up echo, if you just need a delay, the sounds are amazing in it for sure. So let's see. Randall says here, can you program sounds in it and move up and down from the settings? Yeah, so let's see here. Can you program sounds in it to bank up and down? Yeah, so you can. Yeah. So that's the thing. It's really easy. You just use both of the foot switches, and you can scroll through and go up and down on the presets. So there's like up to 100 presets or something you can program up in the thing. So you can just scroll through, and if you get creative, like I was saying, you could program up many different effects that you use throughout your set and throughout the gig that you're playing, and you can just scroll through the presets. So whatever it is that you need, it's very easy to get through the presets for sure. So let's see. Is it easy, I think you mean here, to move up and down the presets while you're playing live? Yeah, definitely. Yep. That's what I was just talking about there. And CZ says, thank you. Thank you. Really appreciate it, as always. And let's see. Randall says here, I only use mine for delays and some reverb so far anyways. That's cool. Yeah, there's all kinds of ways that you can use the thing. For me, I have to have delay on all the time. I like to have just a little bit of slapback happening. And then if I need like a longer delay, I'll just use the tap tempo. So that's why I have that Strymon Brigadier. Or even this is a really great delay too. This Line 6 Echo Park. This is a really good pedal here. Try to get that to focus in here. There we go. This is a really good pedal too. And for any kind of delays, it's got a tap tempo if you just tap this foot switch real light. But really good sounding stuff. And the way that I do it with these delays is I'll leave it on a slapback. So I'll just press the tap tempo a bunch of times so that it's a slapback delay. And then if I need a longer delay, I'll just actually tap it into the actual BPM of the song. So the actual tempo of the song that I'm playing to. So then I'll just switch between the two of those. And if I need the dotted eighth delay thing, like the U2 thing, then that's very easy to dial up as well. So that's why I like to just have a dedicated delay, the Strymon Brigadier I really like. And I just use that all the time for all the delay stuff. And then the HX1 I just use for whatever modulation or whatever kind of reverb or, crazy filter effect or something, or rotary or whatever. So that's the way that I like to use mine, because I depend so much on delay. I just love having that behind the guitar. It just widens out the guitar sound a little bit, and it just really feels good to play as well when you just have a little bit of delay there. So not a big reverb guy unless I'm going for like this big wash like I did in the intro for that HX1 video that I did. I like that kind of effect, but that's really the only time I actually use reverb. I normally play very dry other than having a little bit of slapback, but just sitting behind the guitar there. So it just feels good. Just widens out the guitar sound a little bit too. But thanks so much, folks, for being here. I really appreciate it. Welcome, everybody, to my weekly Sunday live stream. Really appreciate everybody taking the time to join me here today. And, I absolutely love doing these live streams. It is so fun, and I love being able to connect with everybody and, answer y'all's questions. And, I do want to take the time to mention here that today's live stream is truly a donation of time. So any and all support is really, really appreciated. I donate my time here just to be able to answer y'all's questions and just show my appreciation to everybody out there that watches my videos. It really means a lot to me, everybody that supports my music and my art. I just really, really do appreciate it, and it means a lot to me. So I do just want to take the time to mention that, if you guys got something out of today's live stream and you guys want to support the channel, I have several links linked down below in the description box in ways that you can support this channel. Whether you throw a little love in the Venmo tip jar or the PayPal tip jar or even a super chat here in today's live stream, once again, any and all support is really, really appreciated. So thank you very much for that. And you can probably hear in my voice, folks, that I'm still recovering from this cold that I had. I had a pretty gnarly cold after I got back from Milwaukee this past weekend. It was a pretty chaotic trip, but it was a lot of fun. I didn't get very much sleep, so I think my body was just really run down. So I've rested up this week. Got that video out with the Line 6 HX1, which was incredible, and it's really performing well. The guitar tone, too, in the intro is absolutely epic, too. I mean, it's just incredible. So that intro really kicks ass. I'm really happy with that, and really happy with how that came out. So it's awesome there. But let's see. We have 1002 Northeast in the house. Hey, man, how's it going? Thanks so much for being here. Appreciate it as always. Let's see. Let's talk about coffee. What you drinking there? I just got a new, quote-unquote, high-tech coffee machine for free. Wow. Amazon screwed up. Lucky me. They didn't want it back. Wow, that's awesome, man. Score. Good score there. I'd be curious what kind of coffee machine that is. I just seen this one that was like $1,200 that looked amazing. Pretty steep of a price for a coffee machine, but man, it looked really, really nice. But this here is just, I went to Starbucks earlier, and I really like these cold brews. I like to drink black coffee, so I don't put any cream or any of that shit in there. I just drink it black, and it's really good, man. I got to tell you, these cold brews at Starbucks, man, I'm addicted, completely addicted. It's very consistent, and that's the thing, man. Sometimes with coffee, it can just be all over the place. I mean, sometimes it's just not consistent, and it just drives me crazy. Even with Starbucks, like I really like their blonde roast there as well, but it's very inconsistent. And it's weird because I swear I taste a difference between the small cup versus the large cup. If I get a large blonde roast, it doesn't taste the same as when I get the smaller cup. And I don't know why that is. Maybe I'm just crazy, but I swear to God, I taste a difference. But with these cold brews, it's very consistent. It's every time I get one, I know what to expect, and it just tastes great. I love it. So, but that's a great score, man. Good for you, man. That's great. That's awesome. Let's see. Do you prefer to get coffee before playing on stage? Normally just in the morning, whenever I'm in the van or in the bus or flying or whatever it is that we're traveling in. I like to get coffee just first thing in the morning, but I don't drink coffee like before the gig. Normally I switch over to beers at like 5, 5 or 6, something like this. Maybe do a shot of tequila too, depends. But, it depends. I mean, I don't really drink much coffee, though, before hitting the stage, mainly just in the mornings, because I'm normally so tired just from all the travel, and I'm so jet lagged, so I just need it. So, but let's see, we have a new name here, Yori. Hey, Yori, how's it going? Thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Let's see, I wonder how you can get clear delay sounds with that routing in case of using Brigadier and drive pedals. Okay, so yeah, good question here. So that pedal board that I have there, it's on a Nano Plus. So I think where people get confused with it is that the drive section. So I have an RC boost, I have the Lightspeed, and then a Boss GE7. Now, those 3 pedals are all plugged up into the effects loop of the HX1. So the effects loop is all within this HX1. So the Strymon Brigadier is actually so the guitar plugs up into the Strymon Brigadier, goes out into the HX1, right? So that's the way that I like to use it. It's just really solid, man. It works great. And with the HX1, it's great with the effects loop on there because you can reprogram it to be wherever you want. So if you want it pre or if you want it post, it's just awesome. So I'll even use some delays on the HX1 as well. But I just like to have a Brigadier on just all the time, just because I like to be able to just have delay going all of the time. And man, it just sounds great. I really like it a lot. So I just use it mainly for a little bit of a slapback, and then but the guitar actually plugs up into the Brigadier because the drive section is already plugged up into the effects loop on the HX1 there. So that's just how I use it. It really works well and sounds great. So, but thanks so much for being here. I appreciate it. Good question. Let's see. MarshTube82 says here, what's your favorite Marshall behind you? Man, that's hard to say. I mean, they're all plexis, so they're all 68 Marshall plexis. I have the 100-watt super lead there. That sounds wonderful. They're incredibly rare too, man. They're just so hard to find. I mean, to find a 100-watt 68 plexi is like almost impossible. But I love that amp. It really just kicks ass, and it's 100 watts. It's just that plexi roar, and it cleans up really well with the guitar volume. I mean, they all do really well, but they're just different. That's a super lead there. The bottom one there is a 50-watt bass spec, so it's a little bit different, but it's one of the most beautiful clean tones you've ever heard. I mean, it's just amazing, and it takes pedals really well. So it's just a different sound in comparison to the lead spec. Now, this one behind me here is a 50-watt lead spec. So that's going to be a little bit different. You're just going to already get some gain and some drive off of it already. So it's not going to be nowhere near as clean as the bass spec one. The bass spec is just very clean, kind of almost like a Fender, but just chimier. It's like when you play one of those bass spec Marshalls and you hit it with pedals, like honestly, you probably won't even want to play a Fender because it's so much chimier than the actual Fenders. The Fenders are great, don't get me wrong. I love Fender amps, of course. I use them all the time. But it's just a different sound because the Fenders are a lot more mid-scooped. They're not as mid-heavy as like a Marshall, and they're just nowhere near as chimey. But honestly, if you took a treble booster and you boosted the front end of a plexi, you can actually get pretty dang close to a Vox. If you took a treble booster, you can really kind of get there because that bass spec especially, man, it's really chimey. And just to begin with, but especially if you hit it with a treble boost, man, you can get it to be like a Vox. I mean, you can get it very close. And those plexis, just in general, 50 watt or 100 watt, now it has to be 50 watt and higher. It has to be 50 or higher. But those amps are they are my favorite amps by far. There's nothing better, and they're just my favorite, man. The Marshall plexis are just incredible. You can do anything with those amps. So I normally will boost it with like a GE7 or even an SD1 would work well from Boss. It's a super overdrive just to get a little bit more gain off of it for leads and for solos and stuff. But that's really all you need. So. But yeah, the plexis are just amazing. I unfortunately had to get rid of one of them. I actually had 4 of them at one point. I had a 50-watt lead spec Marshall that was incredible. It was a really good sounding amp, but I had to get rid of it for the 335, the 61 dot neck that I got there. So it was worth it. I mean, that guitar is incredible, but it's kind of sad to let it go because they're just my favorite amps. Yori says, thank you very much. Yeah, no problem, man. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Let's see. Ride to Die in the house. Hey, how's it going, man? You going out on any tours lately? Yeah, I've been busy, man. The past 3 months, I've been out every weekend doing a lot of Weekend Warrior stuff. I'm off here for the next couple weeks, but then I will be going out to Dallas, Fort Worth area, and Houston I'll be playing there, not this coming week, but the week after that. And then I'll be playing in Cleveland, Ohio the weekend after that. And then I'll be in Reno, Nevada the weekend after that. So really excited about that. So just been incredibly busy. And that's why if you're just joining me here today, I mean, my voice is a little effed up just because I came down with kind of a gnarly cold. My body, I think, was just run down from this Milwaukee trip that I went on, which it was a lot of fun. It was great, but it was just kind of hectic, and I didn't sleep too well, and wound up coming down with some kind of a gnarly cold after that trip. But a lot of fun, though, for sure. So, yeah, I've just got a bunch of gigs coming up here as well, but I'll be back at it this week here on YouTube, folks, so stay tuned for that. I've got a bunch more videos coming up, some really kick-ass intros. I was really happy with that intro, by the way, folks, on my latest video. I think that intro is absolutely incredible. The guitar tone is incredible on that, and the riff was fun, too. I really liked it a lot, so. Let's see. Where the hell was I? I was here. MarshTube with the thumbs up. Thank you very much, MarshTube. Appreciate it. And we have here James in the house. Hey, James. How's it going? Thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate it as always. Another longtime supporter of the channel here. Let's see. Do you use reverb in front of the Marshalls? Love what you're doing, dude. Thank you, James. I really appreciate that, man. That really means a lot to me. You know, to be honest, I'm not a big reverb guy. I don't really play with a lot of reverb. I play very dry a lot of the time. You know, I like to have a little bit of slapback happening with the guitar sound, but man, other than that, that's really all I use. Maybe with you know, like a Fender amp or something, if I need some kind of a washed out reverb, like if you take a listen to that intro that I did for my latest video, that real washy kind of reverb effect, sometimes I'll program that up where I'll need to do that, but I just don't really play with a lot of reverb. I don't really like it, to be honest. I'd rather just use a little bit of a slapback delay, and you know, the delays get a little messy with the Marshall. It's not totally crystal clean, but if you mess around with the mix knob and you kind of just dial it in to taste, you can really get away with running delay into the front end of a Plexi. You know, you have to mess around with the delay mix, but if you dial it in just right, it won't get too messy. So, but thanks so much, James. I really appreciate it. Let's see. Okay. 1002 Northeast says here, hold the phone, you're a tequila drinker. Oh yes, definitely. That's I absolutely love tequila. Absolutely love it. What's your favorite? Man, that's hard to say. I would probably say Don Julio. I absolutely love that stuff. It's just so smooth, and man, there's some times where you take a shot of tequila and it just hits you just right, man. And I love tequila, but probably Don Julio. You know, it's probably my favorite. I like Patron as well, of course, chilled with a lime, and sometimes salt. Don't need salt though. I'll just take it with a lime, and so that's probably my favorite there. But also, have you heard any news artists that you like? Excuse me, sorry. New artists that you like. Man. You know, I think that's Sabrina Carpenter, the pop artist, this chick singer. She's really talented and just beautiful as all hell. But man, she is really talented. So she's been killing it. She's been doing really well. So I like her, but she's become pretty popular now. But I'm trying to think off the top of my head any other new artists. I mean, I've been listening to this band for a while, but I just kind of rediscovered them again. It's a really heavy metal band, but they're one of my favorite metal bands. They're called Volumes, and those guys are just excellent. I mean, they're really good. It's really heavy music, so it's totally different than like what I do, but I like to listen to that stuff just to try to get inspiration, just to kind of twist my ear a little bit and listen to something different. I just love music in general, so I listen to all kinds of different stuff. But they're a really great metal band, and they're very dynamic in the way that they create and the way that they write these songs. And it's really heavy guitar riffs and stuff, but they're very good at using dynamics. And that's something with metal that drives me nuts with some metal music. Is it's like when everything is just on 10 and there's no dynamic at all, it just starts to go over my head. And it's so heavy and it's just so much that it's just overwhelming. And I just don't like that. I do like heavy music, but it has to be dynamic. And that's what I like with those guys, is that they're very good at using dynamics. And let's see here. I just got back from Africa and heard a dude that was so different. Wow, that's awesome. Out in Africa, man, that must have been pretty cool. I've never been out there. I'd be curious to see what it's like. But that's awesome. But hope you had a great trip. Welcome back, and appreciate you being here. Let's see. We have Keith in the house. Hey, Keith, how's it going? Hi, Justin. How's it going, man? Thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate it. But, folks, I should go ahead and take the time to mention here that, once again, this live stream is truly a donation of time. I truly do this because I like to connect with everybody that watches my videos and supports me and supports my music and my art. But the unfortunate reality with these live streams, folks, is that this is a donation of time. It truly is. So if you guys got something out of today's live stream and you guys would like to support this channel, check out all the links linked down below in the description box. There's many ways you can support this channel, whether it's a Venmo tip or a PayPal tip or even a super chat here on today's live stream. Any and all support is really appreciated. And I do want to take the time to mention here, folks, that I offer one-on-one online lessons, online consultations. Now, these lessons or consultations, it's all about you and what you want to get out of this. Now, it's all shot on a 4K definition camera. It's all pro video and pro audio. And what's so cool with these lessons is that you actually will get a recorded copy of the lesson at the very end. So you could download the video and rewatch it as many times as you like, so you can always retain the information. It's very, very high quality. And I'm a quality snob. It really has to be right. I don't feel good about marketing something if it's not very high quality. I just really don't feel good, and I would not put it out there if I didn't really stand behind it. But I'm telling you, it's just amazing. I mean, there's no freezing up, no glitching up. It works incredibly well, and it's very high quality. Now, to get some more information on this, hit me up today at jkm4231@gmail.com. That's jkm4231@gmail.com. That's going to be linked down below in the description box. And, check out all those other links down there. I have music available on bandcamp.com. I'm a Sweetwater affiliate partner, so if you guys are looking to purchase some kind of gear, whether it's a deluxe reverb, if it's a Nobles ODR1, anything from Sweetwater Music, I mean, they have all kinds of gear there. It's unbelievable. I just get a small little commission off of it, and it's just a cool way to support the channel. So check out all that stuff. And again, please support the channel. This live stream and these videos, man, it's a lot of time. It's a lot of work to make this stuff. And, it's really a donation of time. So check out all that stuff. It's all linked down below in the description box. So thank you all for that. Now, if you guys have any questions for me, feel free to drop it there in the chat box. That's what this live stream is all about. It's all about you guys. It's all about answering y'all's questions and connecting with everybody from all over the world. And, I just really appreciate everybody watching my videos. They have really been doing incredibly well. And, honestly, folks, I think the guitar tones, the intros that I do, they are some of the best on YouTube, hands down. I mean, the stuff is absolutely incredible. I listen back to this stuff and I'm just like, damn, man. I mean, it just sounds great. I mean, I really stand behind it. And again, I'm a quality snob. I like this stuff to really be done right. And, man, I am just so happy with these videos and the way everything sounds. It's just incredible. So, wanted to mention that. And let's see here. We got MarshTube here with the super chat. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. I wanted to get that here. But thanks again for the support there. Really do appreciate it. And let's see here. Hey, we got Grayson in the house. Hey, Grayson, how's it going? It's a student of mine here that's kicking ass in the lessons here. Let's see. I know you are a tube amp guy, but have you tried out the Neural DSP Quad Cortex? Yeah. So I have. I have tried those. The amp modeling stuff in general for me is just not for me. For everybody, it's a little bit different in the way that they approach playing electric guitar. For me, I ride the guitar volume knob all of the time. And that is something, that interaction between the guitar volume knob and the amplifier with cleaning up the gain and being dynamic as a guitar player, it really has to respond well to the guitar volume knob. And what I find with all of those amp modelers, whether it's the Quad Cortex, the Kemper, or Axe-Fx, whatever the hell it is, they just don't clean up well with the guitar volume knob. They just don't interact the same way as a real tube amp does. So that's just my big beef with those. There's some guys that are able to make those things work, and I think if you're a metal player or you're somebody where everything is just on 10 all the time, where the gain, you just kind of play with one dynamic a lot of the time, then the amp modeling thing I think would work really well for somebody like that, that's a player like that, because it's just kind of a 1D guitar sound, in my humble opinion, Whereas like a tube amp, if you play a deluxe reverb or something, I mean, it's just this very 3D, very wide kind of a guitar sound. And those amp modelers, they just don't do what tube amps do, in my opinion. And again, I'm such a dynamic player, and I need the amp to react to that guitar volume knob. And I just find with those amp modelers, they just don't react at all to it. It's just the same 1D guitar sound, no matter if the guitar volume knob is on 5, if it's on 10, if it's on 3. It just doesn't really change anything. So, and that just drives me nuts. So it's just, for me, it's not for me, but, for everybody, it's different. There's some guys that love that stuff. And, with all of this stuff, folks, there's no right or wrong way to approach it. It's whatever works for you. It's whatever inspires you. This is just my opinion. So take it or leave it, This stuff is just what works for me. That's why I have Marshall Plexis. That's why I've got Fender amps and, Matchless and all this shit. So, I mean, it works for me. So, but thanks, Grayson. Really appreciate you being here, and I'll see you soon for your lesson. Let's see. We've got Keef's World in the house. Hey, Keef's, how's it going? Thanks so much for being here. Do you have any experience with the Fender Custom Shop pickups? I recently got an inexpensive Firefly Strat copy with fat 50s, and I'm super impressed with the tone. That's cool. I've played them. I'm not crazy about them, especially with the Telecaster. I don't like the way that the neck pickup sounds at all on a Telecaster, to be honest. So that's why a lot of the time I just use like an Esquire, which is just a single coil, just single pickup guitar. Because mainly whenever I'm playing a Telecaster, I just use the bridge pickup. I'm most likely going in for that kind of chicken picking kind of guitar sound when I'm going in for a Tele or an Esquire. So, I'm not a big fan of the neck pickups especially. And I'm fortunate, I'm very lucky that I have a 64 Strat that is absolutely incredible. They're gray bottom pickups, and those single coils just sound absolutely unbelievable. So it's kind of hard for me to go back to the reissue pickups when I hear the gray bottom pickups, because those pickups are so good. They're just magical. It's crazy how different they are in comparison to the reissue stuff, just in my opinion. So I absolutely love those. The 64 Strat is incredible, but that's cool that you're enjoying it. I've never heard of Firefly before. I'm not familiar with that. So, but that's cool. I'm glad that you're digging it. And hey, to each their own, man. That's awesome. That's really cool. But yeah, folks, once again, if you guys have any questions for me, feel free to drop it there in the chat box. And if you guys would like to support the channel, I've got several links linked down below in the description box. There's many ways you can support this channel. There's all kinds of different stuff that I have available. And so go and check out all that stuff. Looks like here I've already been going for about 35 minutes here in today's live stream, folks. It's pretty crazy, man. The time just flies by on these live streams. Always great to see a lot of familiar names here, folks. I really do appreciate y'all being here. It really means a lot to me. I always look forward to doing these, and come on and join us here every week. I'll be going live here from my studio, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time here in Nashville. Whenever I'm back home, if I'm not on the road, I'm committed to doing every week, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. But sometimes I am out on the road. I'm off this next coming week, so next Sunday we will be live, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. But then the next 3 weeks after that, I'll be doing a lot of traveling. So just stay tuned for what time I'll be doing a live stream. I normally still try to do a weekly live stream, but the time may be a little bit different. So the schedule can be really hectic out on the road, so it can be pretty chaotic. So it's kind of hard for me to know exactly when I'll be doing the live stream. But if I'm here at home, I do this every week, Sunday, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. So come with your questions and come on and join the party. I mean, it's just really an amazing community. And also, be sure to hit the like button, folks. I keep forgetting to mention this, but if you hit the like button, it really helps get the live stream out there. So be sure to hit the like button and, come with your questions, to these live streams. And if you guys have any other questions for me, feel free to drop it here in today's live stream in the chat box there. I'm happy to answer any and all questions. The only questions that I stay away from are anything that's more like advanced guitar playing or the way that I think or just music theory, kind of anything relating to more technical like guitar playing and stuff like this, because I save all of that stuff for my students. It just wouldn't be fair to them if I was giving away this information for free here in today's live stream. So those are the only questions I stay away from because I save all that for my students. But really, other than that, anything else goes. So, I mean, hell, here today we've been talking about tequila and, coffee and, all kinds of stuff, reverb, delays, all kinds of stuff. So it's always interesting to see what we wind up talking about on these live streams. Just never really know. But once again, folks, if you guys would like to support the channel, check out all the links linked down below in the description box. There's many ways you can support this channel. These live streams are a donation of time, so any and all support is really appreciated. Whether it's a little love in the Venmo Tip Jar or the PayPal Tip Jar, or even a super chat here in today's live stream, any and all support is really appreciated. There's many other links linked down there in the description box, so go and check out all that stuff. But, folks, I'm excited. I have a residency here in Nashville where I've been playing every Tuesday at 11 in the morning, which has been really great. It's just an acoustic duo gig, and we've been having a lot of fun doing that. And I've been hitting the road a bunch. It has been really, really chaotic. I am off this coming week, but then I am back out. I'll be playing in Houston, Texas, and in Fort Worth, Texas. And then I will be in Cleveland, Ohio for a couple nights. And then I will be in Reno, Nevada the weekend after that. So I'm really looking forward to it. I love touring. I really enjoy it. And I've just got a bunch of gigs coming up, a bunch of work, which I'm really fortunate for. And got a bunch of teaching coming up. I've been doing a lot of teaching as of late, folks. And, I tell you, I have so much fun doing the teaching. It's just amazing. Just being able to see my students, grow as a player, and when something really makes sense to them, just seeing the lights in their eyes just glow. It's just really awesome. And I just really enjoy it. It's just been going over so well. And, I teach people from all over the world. It's just amazing. From Norway, from the U.S., literally all over the place. So it's just pretty amazing, and I've just been having so much fun doing it. It's just been awesome. And so if you would like to join up and you guys would like to learn, hit me up today at jkm4231@gmail.com. That's jkm4231@gmail.com. It's also linked down below in the description box. Just shoot me an email. I'd be happy to get you some more information and get you down in the books here today. So just send me an email. That's jkm4231@gmail.com, folks. So hit me up there. And, again, folks, if you guys have any other questions for me, feel free to drop it there in the chat box. Anything goes, man. I'm happy to answer whatever. This is all for you guys. It's all to answer y'all's questions and to connect with everybody. It's all about me showing my support to you guys, and just giving thanks to everybody that supports my channel and supports my music and my art. It really means a lot to me. And I just love doing these, and it's just amazing. Like I was saying, with teaching people from all over the world, I mean, people view my videos from all over the world. It's just incredible. I get comments from people from Ireland, from Brazil, from Japan. I mean, wherever they're from. I mean, it's amazing. So. But yeah, so that's that. So that's really cool. So I really appreciate everybody's support there. Some new gear that I've gotten lately. I just got this Boss CE1 chorus. That's a really nice example of one. I'll go ahead and grab it here, actually. Hold on a second. But yeah, really nice example of one of these. I mean, very clean. I found this just recently, and man, it's super clean. Very first original chorus, the Boss CE1, really collectible, really sought after. Just really sounds incredible. These things are amazing. I mean, the chorus is great, the vibrato is amazing. But the very first chorus pedal, right there, Boss CE1, really great pedal. And absolutely love the way that sounds. That in stereo too, oh man, sounds incredible. That with a memory, man, that's a good tone too. But yeah, so that's that. So I picked that up recently. I got this Echo Park, which I forgot how good that these are. I used to have one of these years ago, and found this out in Arizona when I was playing out there, and I just wound up buying it because I was like, what the hell, may as well, because they just sound great. I use it for something. But yeah, so that's cool there. So some new gear came in. I'm just getting ready here to hit the road. I've got some more acoustic gigs coming up, which I'm excited about, some full band stuff as well. And yeah, that is pretty much that, really. So starting to feel a lot better now. This past week, after I posted my video, I came down with some kind of a gnarly cold. You can probably hear it in my voice. But I definitely feel a lot better now. So I'm back at it this week. I've got a bunch more videos coming out, so stay tuned for that. Just got a bunch of stuff coming up and a bunch of gigs, a bunch of work. So really fortunate for that, a bunch of teaching coming up. And, once again, folks, if you guys would like to support this channel, check out all the links linked down below in the description box. Looks like we don't have very many other questions here, so I think we're all caught up here. So I think I'm just going to sign off here for today, folks. But this was a great live stream. Thank you all so much for being here. Really appreciate it. I'm going to go watch some football. And Chicago Bears are coming on, and really excited about that. I'm a huge Bears fan, so be cheering them on. And it's got a full day of football coming up. So I'm going to go do that. But thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate it as always. Be sure to check out all the links linked down below in the description box. Hit me up today for one-on-one consultation, one-on-one lessons. That's jkm4231@gmail.com. It's going to be linked down below in the description box. And there's several other ways, several other links that are down there in the description box as well, in ways that you can support this channel. So thank you all so much for being here again. I really do appreciate it. Y'all stay tuned. I got a bunch of videos coming out. And come join me next Sunday, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. I'll be going live here from my home studio from the Tone Loft here in Nashville, Tennessee. Thank you all so much for being here once again. I really do appreciate it. We'll see y'all next time.